January 23rd, 2022. Headed to Dallas. There's Linda.
Morning.
And welcome to the Please Subscribe show. And in the distance here is Fort Worth. It's a beautiful sunrise coming up. About 38 degrees Fahrenheit, according to the car. So, and we're on our way to Dallas to make some bagels.
Bagel, bagel, bagels.
Bagel, bagel, bagel. And yes, we do have our seat warmers on. Linda likes her seat warmer on low. I like mine on high. Until it starts to warm up, and then I put it on low. So I went down a half step on the seat warmer there. Linda's still at 1. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
That's probably where the sun's coming up about right there. That's where the darker area. And there's downtown Fort Worth. And we'll be passing a Lutheran church, which will give a message, a biblical message, on their little marquee or whatever you call it. And it's kind of hard to read on this side because they extended the median right here, but you can read the first part of it. It says, "The Lord gives strength." And the second part of it, you can't see that. You have to go through that way to get the second part of it. But the first part's usually just as good as the second part, so.
Usually I would get extra large or extra, extra. So the extra large, we barely put it in last large. This tightest.
Well, anyway, so guess we'll see Linda.
So y'all on Thursday. Y'all have a good week.
And
Sunday.
later on today, probably be headed to the North Lake area and everything. But for now, we're gonna make some bagels.
Yep.
Well, finish up bagels today. I'm headed off to the Speedway. Propeller plane. Well, on our way to the Texas Motor Speedway right now. All right, I'm right out South Lake right now. Just a few miles, well, pretty much in South Lake now. Here's a little Cat Stevens cover called Trouble by a guy named Father John Misty on SoundCloud. So far, I've listened just 21 seconds of it. Really like him. Well, the ducks are still hanging out in the pond over here. We're going this like little Jarrett Drive next signal. Then on to the philosophy of this area, I guess. I don't know. They thought it was important, so they put these signs up here talking about shop, live, work, golf, and stay, and that's it. That's all they wanted to say right there. Kind of reminds me of like Rome or something with the columns. Dickeys BBQ since 1941. There's all the columns they're building right there for the bridge. You see it leads right over that way, and then over the hill that way is Texas Motor Speedway. That'll be a new bridge. Looking for a hard-headed woman. This is like a little hidden RV park, Justin, I just found. Supposedly it's the last RV at the end. So this is the RV park. Right down here, it's the last one. There's kind of a lot of them too. Oh, they got a swing set and a basketball court. Huh. Well, it's not a basketball court, but it's at least basketball. What do you call it? Goal. Basketball goal. Where'd it go? Looked like it was there for a minute. Oh, there it is. It's probably that one right there. I found them. Yeah, there's a little RV park hidden kind of way down here off of Garfield Road. Never knew they were around until today. They got their Dickeys BBQ. I believe it was a hamburger. And broth. I want to say this is like the hash brown bagel. I'm pretty sure it is. If you know better, then leave a comment. But I would say the hash brown bagel. Got some cows right here. This little family of cows. Now, if I haven't mentioned this before, this is Roanoke. It's a very old trestle that we're passing under right here. Anybody knows the age of that trestle, let me know. Same with the second one too. very old train bridges. Now, being at the Speedway, this particular Whataburger is very, very crowded. They have 2 lanes. I've never really been to this Whataburger where it wasn't crowded. And I think it's a 24-hour thing. So, I mean, this is like the place. This is the hot spot right here. Actually, it's really not that busy right now. It's usually a little more busy than this. But it's usually 2 lanes going on at the same time. Hey, they got the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich, and it's spicy too. And don't forget about the Dr. Pepper shake. Boy, I had to go over that menu like 4 times, or at least the order. I had to go over the order like 4 times with the guy. My goodness. You know, there's like, if I say no pickles, no mayo, things like that, when they repeat it back, they have to say that too. You know, you have to get it right. They ran out of Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, almost all their soft drinks. The only thing they had was Fanta strawberry. They even ran out of Fanta orange, so it was just Fanta strawberry. Also, I asked, and they said they were out of cup holders. And they said that this Whataburger doesn't even carry drink carriers. I don't believe that. So these are actually found only at Whataburger. They're called Comfier, or the Comfy Whataburger. They do have that though. It's like a little comfy jacket we'll throw over with the Whataburger on it. It says, "You've never been comfier." Little ticket right there. It's a wave and it says out. Right there. Thought that house looked kind of creepy, even though it's being built. It's a brand new house. I don't know, there's something about it. To me, it looks a little like something that reminds me of kind of like Poltergeist or something. You know, this suburbs kind of thing. Like it was built on an ancient Indian burial ground or something. It's not quite built yet, but. And we ran across our nightly train, which you can clearly hear. Usually at times, every once in a while, they have like a passenger train that comes through here. This one's just a, you know, regular, I guess you could say, transport train, transporting probably goods, I'm assuming. JB Hunt is the popular trailer that they're hauling right here. And they're double stacked too. I saw a German in Venice where these Amazon trains come through LA, and they stop for a brief period of time, and they completely get ransacked. People go and jump these fences, and they cut the locks off these types of trains, and they just ransack them. They leave the boxes behind. So in this documentary, or it wasn't really a documentary, it was just document, German in Venice showed how all of this cardboard from Amazon, from the company Amazon, were just kind of left right there next to the tracks. Thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of cardboard boxes. They're just left there next to the tracks, and people will just run off with the merchandise. Now that's what's happening in Los Angeles. That's what he vlogged just the other day. I think it was a few days ago that he vlogged that. So they have some major problems with that in LA right now. Right there in the heart of LA too. Looks like a pizza truck maybe. Mr. Jim's Pizza. Train over there, kind of passing. Oh, they're pretty lucky. They got like a little fountain in the middle of their apartment complex. Oh, and a gazebo too. Oh, that's really nice. So they still have their festivities up here in Roanoke, the historic district. It's pretty nice. There's like, I don't know what that is over there. Maybe like a photo. Maybe she's vlogging something? It's a vlogger. Yeah, that's someone vlogging right there. Yeah. Another fellow vlogger here in Roanoke, I guess. I'm assuming maybe, or photography or some type of photography or videography. She was talking, so I'm assuming it was vlogging. Still hear the train passing over that way. Not as many lights as during Christmas time, but it did leave up quite a bit, and it's been almost a whole month. So sorry for the bumpiness there. That's where they have the live music. Well, I guess it's about time for a snack. Well, I guess on Sundays he said he stopped rolling the hot dogs at 6. Earlier it was between 8 and 9. Now it's down to 6. If you don't get around dinner time, you take those hot dogs right off the rollers. But they do the Polar Pop as long as they're open. We're going to have 7-Eleven, ask them. They got bigger hot dogs anyway. For $3.88, you get these two right here. Yeah. Tried their pizza. I haven't really tried their pizza that much. Not too bad. I'm going to couple that with the hot dog. I don't know what's up with Circle K though. $3.88, and the drinks are 99 cents. It's roughly about the same. This is 7-Eleven. Their dogs are a little bit better. I'm gonna drive down to South Lake to finish my dog. Pizza was pretty good though. Well, temperature wise, we're only dealing with about 52 Fahrenheit according to my car. And I'm passing right under Trophy Club right here. I thought about maybe stopping here and taking a little break. Or just kind of lulling for a moment. All right, I appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem.
In case you don't know, it's Raising Cane's. They're from Arkansas. Well, not Raising Cane's, with a car right there. Barely made it. Luckily, I was further back to be able to brake. Ran under that car. Very furry kitty. Almost like a Persian, nearly. Wait, is Persian? Yeah, I think a Persian is furry. Leave a comment. You mind shutting the door for me?
Oh, yeah, that's
Thanks. Someone has like pitched a fire right next to their car. It looks like they've pitched well, I guess a fire, if you can say that. Pitched a fire, and they're kind of working on their vehicle. Kind of like a campfire going right next to the car, and they're just kind of working on the car. And then you'd see out a road warrior or something. So I'm in the middle of Euless right now, and that kind of stuff happens in Euless. You know, it's a very unique town. You see kind of unique things going on around town. That water tower right there actually says Euless on it. Kind of see. I lived in Euless for about 2 years. That's where I attempted to become a teacher, and I wrote a few books there, believe it or not, in that town. Well, that's all I have for you tonight. So I've got 3 18-wheelers passing by right now, and it wasn't too cold. 55 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Weather report said it was going to go much lower, but I downloaded WeatherBug, which is an app which kind of gives a more accurate, weather report. And they said something like it'd get in the 40s tonight or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a good night. All right. I just like this mix master. Mark IV. I was looking into Hitchcock just the other day, Rear Window, especially with Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Stewart was an important actor for Hitchcock. When I think of Hitchcock films, I think of how we all have the same fate, whether we like it or not. Hitchcock was aware of that. And the fact that he sets a tone, a sense of danger, mystery. Also, his cinematography was probably far better than any other film director of that time. One film that comes to mind, I think, that really captures my attention is Rear Window. Because Rear Window is set in like a central location, like an apartment complex. And it's looking upon other people at an apartment complex, almost like a voyeurism kind of thing. Just thinking about it. But also another thing about Hitchcock was he was also really good with films that took place somewhat on the road, too. Especially if you look at Hitchcock back when he was starting off in television. And then, of course, when he did Hitchcock Presents. The car, and this particular shot right here, was very important to Hitchcock. Especially if you look at the opening sequences of Psycho. And the music, and the way that he composed the music with the cinematography, and of course the acting too. Hitchcock proved himself as a master director with the film Psycho because of what he could do with music. And Bernard Herrmann, of course, was there to assist him in that genius. We don't have directors like Hitchcock anymore. We never will. But I suggest, if you ever get a chance, check out Rear Window. And also, Psycho too, because Psycho's pretty good. Why Hitchcock went in that direction, you'd have to study him. I haven't read a lot of biographies on Hitchcock, but I've heard a lot of stuff about him. He's a very interesting person. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Just wanted to throw that out there. Why I'm suddenly talking about it, I don't know. I won't give you that complete reason. But I'm approaching my secret location that I usually call the Bat Cave. Y'all have a good night. Do, 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 do. Well, made it back. There may be some showers tomorrow, so we may have a little rain. All right. You have a good night. God bless. Looks like times are pretty hard out right now, so that's okay. Sometimes we have to go uphill to get to the part where we go downhill, We get to the top. Anyway. You have a good night. What I meant was, sometimes you have to swim against current, and then, just basically every dog has its day. Anyway, you know what I mean. No, seriously, have a good night.